what we did last session.
What?
What did happen?
We fought the wolf.
Oh yeah, we all almost died.
So
No, we did
we're doing
die.
a normal take care of werewolf sock. The other wolf ended up showing up. We stun locked him for a bit, just messing with him. He let out a howl, dropping almost pretty much everyone down to 0.
Taru jumped
two
into the
people.
hole.
Oh yeah, and then
Yeah.
Ataru killed
I
you.
did jump in the boy hole.
Yeah, you did.
Something no one thought she'd ever do.
There was this. I forgot what it was, like a flaming golem or colossus. Don't know the actual name, but we just saw smoke coming from Titan's Fall. It was heading straight towards us.
Oh yeah.
Hold died, but Ataru and Sok were able to get everyone else out.
It may have been an unforced error on my part that killed Hold, but we're not going to talk about that.
Hold was reincarnated. That's the term, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He was reincarnated again as a lizardman this time. After that, I think that was majority of the session, unless there was a couple small things here and there.
Conversations and planning about what
Yeah.
to do about Rev.
Oh, there was talk between Werewolf Sock and the other werewolf. They seemed to know Sock when they transformed back to themselves.
That's true.
I wasn't sure if the word like the Legion was let out, like if it was hinted at they were part of their Legion, but I just remember that they knew like Sock.
Yeah, I think Sock told you guys that he every time this other werewolf comes up, he sees visions of like the 11th Legion.
Didn't that other werewolf this time actually say your name though, like directly to you?
Maybe.
Yes, he
I
said
think so.
Soctra.
Yeah. I think I pretty much got everything there. That's like some conversational pieces or small details I may have missed.
Okay. That sounds like that's pretty much it.
Yeah, last session was a short session. It was just the fight and then a little after.
Okay. Well, the day opens up like any others. The morning rain washes over Titan's Fall. Pitter patter of hot, wet drops, warmed by the morning sun, beats and plinks against the ceramic tiles of House Sugma Kappa. However, unlike the normal mornings, this rain seems to be here to stay. As you each awaken for the day, what is everyone doing? Going around, starting at Little Brat.
Little Brett is well, he was watching Sock sleep.
There.
And collecting things of his. Whatever pieces of hair he can find.
There's a lot.
toenails, like he's collecting dust from under his bed. But that's what he was doing. Is he still doing that as like Sock's waking up? No.
Yes.
But he's observing his collection of stuff.
Did he get the worm?
No. No, unless there was worms on Sock.
He might have parasites, honestly.
Any, yeah.
Mange.
Dirty boy.
Any fleas that Sock may have. Little brat would have collected. And he has a small collection of Sock's things. We could say like a sock of socks, a couple of pieces of hair, maybe a toenail, and a significant amount of dust from under his bed. And he's sitting on the floor next to Sock's bed and just observing these items, pondering, and quietly mumbling to himself little sayings that Professor Caldwell would have said to him. Ah, yes, yes. Yes, yes. Quiet, quiet.
Okay. Sock, as you begin to stir, hearing this unfamiliar voice, you waken to see little Brat kind of hanging out in your room. What are you doing this morning?
He's gonna be a little bit startled, but I don't think as startled as he would be if Cecil had been standing over him. He's is that my sock?
Yes.
Where'd you find that? I was looking for that everywhere.
He spits out the other one.
Wait a minute. Wait, not on. No. Wait, is that? You know what? It's fine. Did you sleep well, little brat?
Little Brat? No. Pondering the cosmos.
Oh.
Mysteries of the universe. Unfolding.
Any mysteries you'd like to share? Like, did you, figure out the meaning of life, or how we're, walking on the ground or something like that?
Oh. Sock is a werewolf.
Yeah. Yes.
Werewolves are evil creatures. Never get too close to one, little brat. They will eat your toes.
Was that little bit of French you did, your Rev? That was so
Yeah.
good. I love that.
That's actually pretty sound advice. I will try not to bite your toes, but I honestly cannot say so much for the other guy. So
He's like nodding. You see his hat sort of bouncing, and he, as you're getting up, he's like slowly collecting the things he's gotten off of you and putting them inside of his hat.
you can have those, especially the dust if you want that. I would maybe ask to not take my clothes. I don't have very many of those. Thankfully, I really don't need socks actually that much. I have actually a lot of those, but just a heads up. It's a common courtesy to ask before you look through one's things.
Yes. Thank you. So,
Sure. Oh, and also, maybe don't, don't go about the town telling everyone that I'm a werewolf. That would not be good.
Little brat is great at keeping secrets.
Well, great.
He's just watching you.
Would you like some breakfast? Do you have a particular in mind? Do you like, I don't know, I don't want to assume anything but seeds or something? Perhaps some bacon? Oatmeal?
He is just staring wide-eyed.
Worms? Sorry, I don't actually know, what do you like to eat for breakfast? He's like getting up awkwardly and like putting on some clothes.
Gruel. Little
Oh.
brat eats gruel. And he says,
You
like a low growl.
I actually am pretty good at making soldier's gruel. If you'd want some of that, I would be happy to make some for you.
His eyes widen even more.
This is actually great. No one ever wants soldier's gruel. Understandably, it's, not everyone's cup of tea, as it were, but sure. He gets up and opens the door for little brat to leave the room first.
He stands
you.
there, half confused.
Do you want to eat now?
He stares at you.
Food? Gruel?
He just keeps staring at you.
Silence emanates throughout the room.
Okay, well, I'll be downstairs then. As you were.
He follows 5 feet behind you exactly.
As you head downstairs, the stomping of your little feet awakens Ataru. Ataru, what are you doing this morning?
Ataru asked to go last.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Cole, what are you doing this morning?
I have to ask before I RP. Since the design of my character ended up being a horned chameleon, do I have the abilities of a chameleon to possibly climb walls?
No.
All right.
Too heavy.
Can chameleons climb walls? I thought they just had little thumbs.
We just had little thumbs.
They do. Well, oh yeah, they don't climb. They're able to climb trees easier and stuff like that. All right. When he gets up, he realizes, and he should have realized sooner, he should be getting a bigger bed because he's just hanging off of it. I guess he'll get up and he'll walk into the kitchen, start working on food, and that's when you guys are coming downstairs. Good morning.
Hello.
Where's the new person to the party?
You hear from below the table. Good morning, students.
I guess this is gonna be a normal thing, is it?
Yep.
Good morning, little brat, yes?
Yes, yes.
Hey. Do you need food or are you already taken care of?
Little brat eats gruel.
Just looks at Sog. So it's safe to say you take care of them?
Yep. Sock is kind of happy.
He gives like a smile and a nod, like understanding.
He's got like coarsely ground like cornmeal and water and like some potatoes and some salted meat all in a pot.
Well, if it's not disrespectful, do you mind if I make some food of my own?
No, go for it. I know you guys don't prefer soldiers gruel, which is fair. You know, it's fair.
I'm glad
probably
you found
like it
someone
because-
you can enjoy it with, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think I really like it because it's just what I've eaten for so long, and it's a comfort food now. But you know, it's an acquired taste.
That is understandable.
You hear from under the table just slightly, acquired taste, acquired taste, acquired taste.
Alright. Well, if you want some making, of course, normal meat, potato, and eggs. If you want some mixed with your gruel, you're more than welcome to take some.
Sure.
Hold the door.
Yes.
And he holds up the dust he collected from Sock's bed in his hand, his little feathery hand.
What is this?
Did you know that dust is dead skin?
I did not.
Eureka. He goes back under the table.
Learning all sorts of new things today. And then without like thinking about it, when he goes to reach for a tool, he uses his tongue to grab one of the wooden spoons. Like without even realizing it.
Oh, whoa.
Yes.
Sorry, this is
Was-
unexpected.
He looks down. Oh.
That's a little
It's-
freaky.
I didn't even realize.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you know, you grab things with your tongue. I turn into a huge raging monster. It's fine. It's
I
just
mean, it is-
unexpected.
Unexpected. This is my third body, after all.
Very true.
Any sign of Ataru, or have she left for something this morning as well?
I'm not sure.
Ataru!
I'm coming. Hi.
Orders ready soon.
Okay. You'll see her kind of like slowly like slink her way down the stairs, just rubbing her eyes.
Good morning.
Yeah, sure.
You have two options for food. You have gruel, And you
Acquired
have-
taste. Acquired taste.
eggs, potato, and sausage. Or you can combine both. That is your choice.
I'm gonna go with the eggs, potato, and sausage. Why would I? Huh?
Little Brat likes gruel too.
I mean, is it like grits gruel, or is it just like?
So
I'm gonna
do
say
gruel.
right now, it's not great.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's the same kind that I made for you last time, and none of
Yeah,
y'all
I'm
liked
gonna
it,
pa-
which is fine. It's
I'm
fine.
gonna pass. I'm gonna pass. No offense, but I'm.
Oh, it's fine.
Pass. It's okay. It's okay.
I forgot. Did Lizzie stay with us, or
Mhm.
did they
think
go
so.
back to their place?
Yeah, Izzy stayed with y'all.
So Izzy, are you awake as well?
You hear some shuffling down in the basement, and she says, "I'll be right with you. One moment." And just a couple moments later, she is like sprinting, and she runs straight up to Ataru and says, "Ataru, we need to go now."
What? Why? Hold on, I'm still waking up.
No,
No, I'm not waking up, or just like, let me get my stuff. I'm still in my pajamas.
no.
Hold on. Hold puts food in like
Is
a
everything
to-go
okay?
bag for you guys. Here you go.
Wait, what's wrong?
I have no clue.
Well, Izzy, what is it?
Yesterday was disgusting, and I required a visit to the spa with my lady friend.
Ah,
Okay, yeah, just let me grab my stuff.
well, take some food with you at least. I made enough for all of you.
The gruel.
Acquired
No,
taste.
egg, sausage, and potatoes.
I'll take some sausage and potatoes to go then. Eggs are kind
Oh,
of
he already threw you a bag earlier. He's like,
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
"Do you want
Yes,
some,
yes.
Izzy?"
Yes, some food to go sounds perfect.
All right.
Have fun. Sorry, sorry about yesterday.
Seems the rain's being a little bit extra today, so do be careful with that.
We can grab an umbrella on our way out.
Okay.
As everyone finishes for House Sugma Kappa, Isaiah and Ataru. So you're headed to the spa?
I assume bathhouse.
Bathhouse. Okay.
Yeah, I think she like after last night's / this morning's events is still pretty much covered in blood and mud and near-death experiences, and is looking forward to not being that way.
Okay. I just had to think. I was like, did I add a spa? You head across town.
She brings a bag with her to the bathhouse.
Just any old kind of bag.
Like one of those bags that look like one of those bags that Lindsay would have to carry like makeup and stuff in.
Okay. As you head across the rainy town, through the market center to the bathhouse, you see that the town is in an unusually upbeat mood. There's talk and there's chatter. Small little whispers here and there of, possible business opportunities, possible, new vestitures for income. People wondering, kind of what various things mean. Seems like as if there's economical change on the rise, but you guys make your way across the town into the bathhouse, where there the Fabian-styled water genasi charges you 3 gold for entry.
I
For
pay
the
the
both of
man.
us? Or
Hmm?
for the both of us, or one each?
For both of you.
Okay, so she paid.
When you enter the bathhouse, there you find lavish washed white marble, various rudimentary sculptures of lions' mouths vomiting hot water into a communal pool with various other small pools along the edges, each of them possibly divided by curtains, a few of them already closed off to the outside. But you find a moderate spot to set your things down. The warm bath and steam rising up, the various bubbles and oils and soaps in the small dispensary basket given to you. The laughter and commotion of children and loud adventurers echoing with the splashes of the bathhouse chamber. Above the overcast, kind of almost gloomy, dark gray sky, the pitter-patter of rain upon the domed sunroof as you arrive into the bathhouse.
And
Shall we?
oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. I was just saying a thing. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, Izzy looks at Ataru and says, "I feel like this is desperately needed, correct?"
Yeah. There's something about just the light shower at home that doesn't really get everything after a day like that.
Oh,
This is
certainly
nice and
not.
relaxing. You can take your time.
So, I brought some goodies.
Oh, what you doing? What you doing?
She pulls out like a nail polish kit with several color choices available. Some basic like eyeliners and no like foundation or anything, just like touch up stuff.
Oh, we're gonna make like a whole day of this?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god. I haven't done this in like forever. I've been hanging out with nothing but guys for like the past like year.
Tragic.
It's gonna
No,
be so
trust
fun.
me. Even when Rev was still around, I would make time for myself amidst all the chaos.
I try not to make my time for myself after I spent a lot of time for myself, but now I'm not spending a lot of time with myself, and it's better this way. But thank you. This is really thoughtful. This is this is nice.
Indeed. Well, where to begin?
I'm gonna say bath first, and then we do the other stuff after.
Oh well, yes.
When we're drying, we do the nails. I think. I think. No, well, no. It makes sense to do makeup first, then nails, because then we'd have to wait for the nails to dry, and that takes like forever.
Oh, this seems fine by me. Yeah. We don't want to spend too long away. We just, we ladies need our time.
Yes, yeah. Oh, this would be nice after yesterday. That was so fucking stressful.
Shall I scratch your back and you scratch mine, so to speak?
That sounds lovely. Did you almost vomit there?
Reaching over something. Yeah, we do that. I mean, I'm not going to go into too much detail about washing Ataru's body or something.
Girls' night in, or girls' morning in. Okay.
Well, are you spending most of the day here?
No, this was just supposed to be my morning activity, but including Ataru in it because I wanted to kidnap her.
Okay.
This is good. I didn't sleep. I need the rest. Good hour, 2 hours.
As the morning wanes on and you find yourselves in the lap of relaxation, I will say both Ataru and Isaiah, you will get a point of inspiration.
Ooh.
As for Hold, Brat, and Sock, as you continue your morning, you hear a small knock upon the door.
Give me a second. Hold gets up and walks over to the door and opens. Hello? How may I
As you
help
gaze out to your front porch area, out the stairs, you find no one. But as you quickly look down, you see a small collection. 6 rats.
Oh no.
They each kind of sniff around before abruptly entering the household.
You know, normally I would be grossed out by that, but
We know.
now it just reminds me of Cecil.
Well, we know exactly why. They probably are for Cecil.
Do you think they know?
I doubt it.
Following in and kind of scattering to various parts. It is but a few moments as some scamper downwards through the hatch door, others scamper up the various stairs, others dive into a cabinet. It is the briefest of moments, and before you can even catch your eyes to either one of them, they make their way back out the front door. Each of them have a little something in their mouths before unless anyone makes an attempt to stop them, they are out down the stairs
What?
and out into the streets.
What did they seem to
what do
have
they
in their hand,
have?
like in their mouths?
Roll me perception. Say little bits and bobs, small pieces of metal, small scratches of cloth. It just seems scraps of things, not necessarily too valuable, but odd nonetheless.
Old lets them go.
They scamper into the streets and they're gone.
Well, that was weird.
You know, I would be weirded out by stuff like that, but not anymore.
Well,
You guys
fair.
are weird.
As you kind of stare out into the street as you watch the rats go, your eye is caught on the overstuffed mailbox. The envelopes sticking out the sides and in the open door getting soaked by the rain.
Oh,
Hold will
shoot.
go out and get all the mail.
As you read through the mail, it's the usual batch. Various credit card applications. Kind of advertising various APRs, interest rates, financing available. All of them with a large picture on the back stating the various business ventures are sponsored by Entrepreneur Vanderborg.
So nothing out of that mail is important.
On top of that,
Cool.
there are various letters and advertisements for coupons, various businesses, things from the Merchants Guild advertising bits and bobs, magical accoutrement, things both below and above your budget. However, on top of this, there are, what catches your eyes isn't the letters, but large brochures, almost pamphlet-like, propaganda. That calling for the new wave of Titanfall's reformation. With large, flashy print, most of which soaked and drained by the rain, what you can make from it is it appears there's a new system being placed for Titanfall's behalf, a new organization of kind of businesses as well as security for the town, stating in big, bold, red font that new business and new ways to earn wealth are being introduced.
When reading it, does it state specifically what these type of opportunities are, or is it that they're coming soon?
That they are coming soon, and that is more an announcement in the coming days that will be kind of revealed to the city.
Hmm. Does it state who's presenting it?
No.
But it does state. I'm assuming it states it's gonna be like a center of town.
Yeah, we'll say that. We'll say it's just saying it's a teaser. It's a teaser in the most
Yeah.
vague way possible. So
Okay.
no dates, no announcements, just shit coming.
Yeah. Mm,
That's not suspicious.
not at all. But how long? Actually, out of a character in meta, how long have we been in Titan's Fall now? Like, how long in time-wise has this campaign been going on?
I would say you guys have been in Titan's Fall pushing almost a year.
Hmm.
So I would say you're probably at 10 months, and of those 10 months, you are 8 months past the revival of the birthing sun.
Okay. Considering all that's happened around the town, I'm not surprised that somebody would take steps to reform some of the things that go on around here.
Well, sure, but like, I don't know. If you're just going to announce new changes for the whole city, then I don't know. I feel like there should have been a vote or something.
That is true, but as we've seen, new businesses popping up. Maybe it's just another businessman, but it is quite suspicious considering what we've been through.
Politics without democracy is bad, little brat.
Yes. And I do agree with that. Having one ruler make all of the decisions is not quite wise.
I mean, there is the possibility that, we missed the vote while we were gone.
How long? Because we teleported around, so we were gone for like.
We are gone quite often.
Yeah.
Oh,
We are.
last time we were gone for like days at most.
Yeah.
I think we spent 2 to 3 days max in Brocarona.
We will.
Maybe
I'd
we
say
should go ask around about if anyone else knows about this.
Yes.
Because, given our luck and everything that's going on, I mean, call me paranoid. Sure, I mean, granted, I am, but who knows? How do we know this isn't like Vestris announcing that she's going to come in, or something like that?
That is true, and that was kind of sitting in the back of my head.
Like, this isn't the first time that. I mean, granted, this would be the first time that they've just straight up announced it, but at this point, I try to not. I don't know. It just seems a bit fishy to me.
I would say, while we're out, I would like to check on Foreigner. It has been a while, yes?
Are they alive?
I do not know. We haven't checked since the incident, or
You
I
can
haven't.
check the guild hall, or the Adventurers Guild.
And he looks at some of the deals that were displaying like bits and bobs. Or, like you said, it was some like in our price range and a little bit outside of it. What?
Yes.
what was it mainly going over? Like, what was on sale?
I would say various like wagons, various means of travel.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing too magical, more like the luxury sedan of wagons, various yokes, things that an adventurer wouldn't really
So more for the higher like
want.
transportation.
Transportations, various hats, like hard hat, mining hats,
Okay.
different types of pickaxes.
So not really targeted towards adventurers.
No.
Okay. Well, I'd say we head to the Adventurers Guild and ask around there. First to check on Fauna and see if any of the other adventurers have heard about if there was a vote or if they know anything. Then we just, let's say, ask around some of the other places. Maybe some of the other businessmen know.
Yes.
So, Brad, are you joining?
He's finishing up his gruel.
Well, of course, after we're done eating.
Huh. He looks at you, Hold, and he looks back at Sock, like out of it's like one eye and one eye. Just like tilting his head a little. Revier. There's Wolfsbane. In my garden. Eureka! And you see him scamper off to the garden.
I guess we finish eating and clean and then see what they would like to do, yes? I do not
No
understand
worries
that
about
one.
cleaning. Sock takes the bowls of gruel that are slowly hardening into concrete and just fills them with water. Let them soak for a bit. No worries.
That one is a little difficult to understand.
Yes. It's kind of like him though.
And while during the conversation, when he's talking to both of y'all before like little Brat left, you just see his eyes. You know, like what chameleons do, just looking at different objects around. He has one. He's doing the same thing, like one eye on one eye on the other.
Can
So we
you
can see
focus
both
on?
y'all.
Can you? Doesn't that give you a headache or something?
What does?
Are you actively looking at two different things at the same time, or are you just kind of focusing on one eye and then another?
No, I'm looking at you right now. And you see one eye like focusing on you while the other eye is focusing on the dishes that he's cleaning.
So you're not like what I mean is like, are you actively focusing on me and the other eye is just kind of doing whatever, or are you also looking at whatever? You know, how does that work?
I have noticed since this change, my peripheral view is a little bit larger. Like, for example, I'm looking at these dishes and cleaning, but I can see the back door.
That's
You see the back door open, little Brat comes in.
Oh,
He's stuffing something in his hat.
yes, but I can focus. It doesn't give me a headache, weirdly enough. The eyes seem to move like wherever I want them to move to, almost at their own independent. If that makes sense. It's still weird to me.
I mean, that is pretty weird, but you know, no judgment. Anyway, we should get on with asking because you know at some point we also have to meet up with
Yes.
Izzy and Ataru, and we need to talk about our plan and what we're going to do because you know things are happening. We need a plan.
Plan for what? For Ventress?
A plan for
Or to-
Vestris, a plan for what we're going to do. Are we going after Rev? What about Ataru's family? We kind of just left that all a bit open-ended. Granted there was, the full moon and everything, but now we cannot dilly-dally.
That's true. But yes, let's ask around and get each other together. Honestly, those two deserve a day after what happened. I don't remember the last time the Taurus had a chance to really be with another woman or hang out with.
Sure, but I mean, yes, but I think also she would appreciate us getting a bit of a move on. I mean,
Yes.
her family is in trouble, and for all we know, Rev is in trouble. Well, something's going on with him, and
Well, let's get the move on then, yes?
yes.
And that's when the bad bitches burst through the door.
Right when we're
Boom.
about to leave.
Fresh and clean.
Ah,
You gotta
Nails
open
painted,
it and it
makeup
opens up
done,
in your face.
looking fine.
speak of the devil, and they shall appear? Yes, is that the phrase? Yes. It's been a while since I've had to use that.
Izzy starts voguing and expects Ataru to follow.
Will match the voguing. What up, bitches? We had a wonderful day. Thank you for asking. Or morning, I guess. It's what, like noon? You guys have been sitting around this table for like a while. What the fuck have you been
We
doing?
were discussing what we were gonna do. We were gonna go check around. Apparently, there's a new business venture coming in soon. Not knowing what date or where, but it's supposed to provide more chances to make money, and it seems a little odd.
Okay.
Yeah, hand it over. And little Brett stomps up
Hands
to
it over. Yeah.
him. He's all 2 feet tall.
Just gimme. Just hands out. Just
Wiggling
Like-
his hand. His little
looking up at 5 feet. Just
Grabbing it. Grabbing it.
he
Thank you.
squats down and hands it down with one hand.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
He chews on the paper lightly. Yes. Yes. And he starts walking, just pacing around the house.
Anyway, we were planning on going around the town and asking around if anyone knows about this, and also go check on Foreigner.
That sounds good. I need to go to the Adventurers Guild anyway to see if there have been any responses to my postings, so that works out.
And we were waiting on you guys to get back so we could start talking out more of a plan.
Yeah, that's right. Plans. Yeah. What's like? Because I mean, we do have to go to Darkbreach, but like, what are we gonna do when we're there? Like, legitimately, we have no idea what the fuck is happening. So like, how are we gonna plan for it? Because it feels like Rev just strolled up to Darkbreach to pick a fight with Vestris, and we didn't have a plan for Vestris in the first place, other than just like take out the things that she's doing and then like find the way. But like, Rev's just I mean, I guess an army of things without blood is like kind of the perfect way to deal with her, and Rev kind of found that and is going after it. But like, he just kind of like didn't explain shit and fucking disappeared when he was like, hey, trust us, guys. And then so now I'm never trusting his ass fucking again. But like, he didn't say shit, left, and all we know is that he brought a bunch of trees to go fight a blood mage, and we don't know what's happening up there other than that, and we don't know what's going on in his head, and so we're just gonna go be like, hey, Rev, what's happening? And like, what if he just does the same thing that he did last time? Like, then we're shit out of luck, and we're in Darkbreach with fucking crazy ass bitch over there, also hanging over our heads.
Yes, that is a possibility. And he has mentioned before about wanting to fight. Like, the fact of us having blood is a liability when fighting, huh?
I mean, yeah, it is. It is definitely what made me hold my tongue when she did fucked up things, because, you know, she could just do those fucked up things to me, and I don't have a defense against her like fucking up my blood. How do you deal with that?
You don't.
Like you can't fight it. You can't fight sickness. How do you fight that?
But I would say focus on one thing at a time. We do. It is what, noon by now? All did get a late start, so.
Maybe you guys
yes,
did.
it's
Starts voguing again.
coming from the one where I had to wake them up and they were dragging ass down the stairs, yes?
Shh, we don't talk about these things.
Would Brad know anything about blood magic?
I would say you would know a lot about transmutation magic.
Hmm.
So not necessarily blood magic, but you would know all the different like formulas and means to transmute liquids, solids, etc. So like you would know the functionality of how, and so I would say to talk about blood and magic, you're like, well, it's probably a transmutation magic of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing as how it is a highly specialized skill of Vestris, I would say you wouldn't know necessarily about blood magic, being as every archmage has a specialization that makes them a cut above just that regular school of magic.
Mm-hmm. What's on the roster today, students?
Well, like I said, I want to go and try and see if Farna's okay, and just to see if we can learn a little bit more about this upcoming money-making event. I don't know if it's a Vitus venture or bringing more ways to make money. I'm not quite sure. As you looked, it really didn't provide a lot of information.
Wait, sorry, I was zoning out. Are we going after Rev or no?
When it's
That was the original plan.
I would
That was
like
the
to,
original
yes,
plan.
but we can do all three in one swoop, yes, since the portals are in the Adventurers Guild.
Mm-hmm.
And shouldn't we get information on what's going on over there? Since it has been a few days? Or it's been a day or so?
We can have Frog Mage scry on him again to get more current information.
No, that is... And it's not too far from us, so yes, we can... I'd say we go to Frog Mage first, and then we can go to
If you got
Adventurers.
1.5k, we can do it. I'm kind of out. We need to go back to our war chest in order to stock up. At least if we want to do that. I don't have the money to afford it out of pocket,
I
but we have some
been-
banked.
spent most of mine on a lot of the new equipment, so... How much was it to scry again? If I remember, she was overly priced.
How much was it again?
Like 1,500?
I thought it was 1,500. I think that was what I paid for it last time. Am I correct, Kappa?
1,600 for
Scrying.
no, it was 1,200 for scrying.
1,200. Okay.
It's 1,600 for legend lore.
Ah.
Granny's gotta pay her frogs.
Yes, I definitely don't have enough right now on me for that.
Well, we can just go withdraw some money.
We have to go out to the farm then, yes? Are there
Yeah,
aren't?
I'll make a quick run there. Wait, but my hair, I like just did it and it's still raining and I can't run with an umbrella.
You know, this is a bit random, but I was just thinking. Well, you know, I was thinking about Vestris and the fact that Rev is over there fighting, and that we kind of have a bit of a problem because we're all, you know, full of blood. And I was
Yes.
thinking, you know, what could we possibly do to, I don't know, to hurt her, you know? And then I thought, but doesn't like snake venom make blood all goopy and sticky and kind of destroy it?
Yeah.
What if there's a
What do you
way
think
to, like, I don't know, make some kind of weapon with snake venom?
I could try. Well, it,
Kind of congeal
unless
her
making
into a blob.
making it with snake venom would be difficult, but a coating wouldn't be hard at all. I
Or
could easily
something
knock that
that
out.
mimics snake venom.
It'd be hard to get that kind of thing into like a permanent effect on a weapon because it would have to be like literally forged into the blade and then it would kind of lose potency, which is why coatings for something like that are generally better. Or if it was like a cartridge inside the sword and then
Like, what if
I
we
don't know, but making a sword
created...
porous would screw up its integrity.
What if we created
I'll work
something
that.
that
I'll work
could,
that
like,
idea.
tip arrows so that we could shoot them from a distance and just rain down, you know, venom-tipped arrows on her massive blood army and render
Again.
them a bunch of blobs?
Again, easily done. I can work on some different venoms together.
Because at this
And I
point...
could summon or become a bunch of snakes,
And just
Ooh.
or
deposit.
both.
And
Wait,
just
can you, like,
deposit
su-
the venom
can you
off.
just, like,
Yes.
summon a bunch of snakes for me to gather their
Yes.
venom and like just have like an infinite source to like
And then maybe I could be like a very big snake.
Because I'm just trying to think of ways to just get rid of her, you know? Like, we keep on dancing around the fact, like, yes, she has an army, right? Yes, she is a formidable opponent, but honestly, like, we've destroyed, like, a dragon.
a few.
And I feel like maybe we are underestimating our own power a bit. Maybe because we're afraid, or maybe because we've seen, like, what Vestris can do. But if we can find some kind of way to defend against that, you know, maybe if she's distracted with an army of wooden creatures, you know, maybe this is our chance to strike. Like, maybe we can just get rid of her. I mean, she has to be able to die, right? I think we should maybe we just create a big bomb or something. If she's taken over all of Darkbreach, maybe we can just, you know, freeze her or goop her up with venom or something. Like, I think we should just think of something and just get rid of her already. We're dancing around it, and the more that we wait, the more she's gonna keep, you know, targeting us and targeting the people that we love.
Well, I think the first bomb was Rev.
Yeah, and while she's distracted with that, we could do the venom plan.
But I think we need to act while we have this perfect distraction.
Hold puts his hand on top of Sock's head. He's just kind of like just ruffles your like, thank you. Because honestly, you called me out to my shit. I was scared.
No, I mean, we're all scared, I think.
But that idea might work. I don't know much about the biology with venom and blood and all of that, but it should work.
All I know is that in the
Theoretically.
time that I have served in the military, I have seen some pretty heinous plans actually work. You know, like, people, you know, throwing like plague victims over the walls to destroy entire cities. Like, maybe we are thinking too grand, and we need to think of something more targeted and more specialized. We already know what she specializes in, so we need to find the weakness for that specialization and get rid of it.
That is true. And the fact that we do have a druid now, that actually the venom supply should not be that bad.
I can easily
No.
turn it into weapon coating.
maybe we call on a few allies, see who can help us out, see if they have any skills to offer, and just get rid of her. Because I honestly, like, I cannot sleep well knowing that she's out there, knowing that Rev is whatever he's done, he's gone out there and he's, hopefully fighting for us.
Well,
And Ataru, like, your family's in danger, and it seems like
Maybe
she needs to
the
go.
inner workings of the town social problems are not necessarily our biggest concern right now.
Yes, I mean, the town, we leave and we come back, and problems come, and then problems get solved. But right now,
We have nothing to do with the politics here, okay? What's gonna happen here is gonna happen here, and we'll deal with it. Sorry, it's our home. We care about it, but this just seems like
we do
people
have.
are doing business
other
ventures.
than
This isn't important.
That is true.
and like, for all I know, this could just be another distraction. I feel like our greatest weakness right now is getting distracted by little problems because we don't think we can solve the big problems.
Oh, but with this new economy or whatever, my business could be booming.
Well, we know literally nothing about it. They gave us no information about any part of it. Not when they're gonna explain it, not about what it possibly is, just new things happening. Like, that's not helpful. It's like teasing some kind of drop. It almost feels like a fucking clothing line drop.
No, yes, this was mostly a joke, just bringing back a small thing in
Oh,
place of a larger thing.
Well,
I'm not overly concerned about my sale of hats right now.
if
they are nice hats though.
if I remember right, Kappa, Tippity said that she would not get involved unless we have a plan that was guaranteed.
Yes, because it is.
It is dangerous for her
She
to
believes
participate.
it is extremely dangerous for her to participate, and she alluded to her death would not be good on
Yeah.
a grander scale.
Because then that would give if Vestris was allowed Vestris.
Vestry.
You know what I'm talking about. I always say the fucking wrong name. If she were to kill Tippities, that would not be good.
No,
Because that would
But
give
we
her more
can't-
power.
would not be good.
But we can.
I don't think
run
it's good
by
when she
her
kills
the-
anyone.
We can run by her the idea of the Venom plan to see what her thoughts on are, if that would be something that would affect her in any way.
I wouldn't mind going down there and running it by her. I was planning on doing Vestris. I'll just say that bitch like I was before. But I could run down there if you guys want to start.
Yeah, we'll go to. I was planning on going to the Ventures Hall anyway, so I'll ask about Farner as well.
All right, I can go down to Pillow Talk then and explain the plan then.
Yes.
See if get her opinions on a couple of things.
See if they might want to join us, but honestly, if one thing that I have been shown over and over and again is that we really can't rely on anyone but ourselves.
That is true.
So
And she did
don't hope
say
for
it.
that, but it would be nice, but
Mhm.
I think in reality we might have to figure this out ourselves.
And I'm not really going expecting her to join us. It was mainly
Mainly to see
get
if
her
that
opinions
idea has any.
because she
that
did
has any-
say she would not join us in the likelihood of if she does die. That would not be good.
Yes. And
Also, she just
Isaiah,
knows about her. Like, she'd be like, yeah, that
Yes.
that could have an effect.
No, and
like,
that's why I want to run it by her. She does know about Ventris quite a lot.
if anyone, Isaiah, I don't know how much of a connection you have with the druids, but if they want to, I don't know, gather snakes or something, I think it's worth sticking some feelers out. But I think we need to come up with some kind of. I think we just need to get rid of her. I honestly don't think anyone else will. I think people are pretty fine just leaving her as long as they don't mess with their problems and their business. Then I think people are fine with leaving her alone. But I'm not fine with that.
I can while these preparations are underway, I can run to the druids and see. Maybe they already have some files and such around, and we could start this snake venom extraction process.
Yes,
I can't imagine it would take more than a few hours for some druids to conjure up enough venom to suit an army.
I'm going to go. Is there a library here?
There is a college.
I'm gonna
small
go
one.
see if I can find anything about what kind of venom or how to
The-
distill it, or what is the best mode of
It is
delivery.
a conjuring college, so do you think you'd be better off going to probably some of the potion shops than asking around there?
Sure. Oh, and also, just a word of advice, but we don't know who in this town is on our side or on Vestris's side. So don't. I would
Yes.
caution not to bring up, not to just state our plan to everyone, because unless you absolutely trust them with your life, I would be careful.
Have we had any evidence of anyone colluding with her before? It's kind of just been her and subverting shit. I mean, she could
That we know of.
here, but yeah, I mean, I
But
guess.
it is a thing to
True.
keep in consideration.
I mean, we have had threats in our house, and we
Yeah,
have
but,
seen her explode out of who knows how many people. We don't know how much she's watching.
I guess, but I always assumed that was just her just chilling inside of a person or a rat, or just because she can just literally transport herself in anything that has blood, and so it's wait. But that's her. But as far as we know, she's fucking occupied. So why would she be chilling in a random rat in Titan's Fall while her stronghold is getting fucked on by a giant army of wood boys?
We can't assume that she's clueless.
One thing I want to check.
I'm not clueless, but why would she be here doing shit? I don't really see it.
I mean, didn't you guys blow her up before?
I want to check something. Hold the door is gonna grab a knife and just prick his hand. And he's gonna use blood sense to see if he still can. Since he
No.
has changed bodies.
I would say no. You are no longer able to blood sense.
That's a good sign. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Right. Well, it doesn't seem that I have any of her magic within me anymore, so that's actually a good sign.
Anyway, do we all know? Do we have a plan? Do we know where we're going?
Yes,
Reconnaissance, as it were.
Yes.
All right.
For a personal matter, do you think you can check and see if Farna is doing well? Sorry, when you're up there?
I was gonna do that.
Alright.
All right, I'm
Nice.
off.
Brat
Little
will
brat.
follow Sock. 5 feet behind.
All right, so
5 feet.
one person is going to check on activities. One person is
Yep.
going to the adventure hall. Sock and Lil Brad are going where?
Potions shop.
That
Oh,
or a
Or
library.
there is a library.
Don't forget to check on Ates. We know that he's an ally. But I didn't
Yeah, but
bring
isn't
that
he
up.
So I
See how he's
actually-
see how he's doing revival wise.
I mean, a vampire would be kind of good to check on, to be like, hey, blood magic, you know about it?
I think after Tippity's, Hold would think about that on his way down there. Then he would actually go to Ates Manor after talking.
We'll start with Hold and Tippities. Hold, as you arrive to Pillow Talk and enter in, you see behind the front desk, amongst her other attendants, Miss Tippities, taking stock and writing on some papers. As she looks up, she raises an eyebrow and says, "Oh, for business or for pleasure?"
Business. Do you recognize me?
Yes.
Hmm.
You can change your body, you can change your shape, but you're not getting past one who can do the same.
Understandable. I just have a few questions to ask to get your opinion on a plan that we're developing.
All right. I would love to hear it then.
So, currently, Rev is off fighting in Darkbreach against Vestris. At least that's where we believe that but we last heard her fortress is set up with her army. We have come up with an idea to take this opportunity and make venom tipped weaponry in hopes of being able to destroy her, pretty much nullify her blood magic. Seeing if that would actually be more damaging to her and her army in a whole. Any thoughts on the matter, since you know a little bit more about it?
Poison. That is an interesting idea. However, I would say that most poisons work in a very similar way. In fact, almost all of them work in a similar way, that the poison enters the body, enters the bloodstream, and poisons the organs. You're going against a mage that can control the bloodstream. And she throws up some air quotes. But that does not mean you're without options. You see, one little factoid I know about her past is that there is a particular alchemical reagent that has a history with her. You see, in her quest to better her situation, she dabbled in a very forbidden art. One more, say, more vile than the one that she specializes in. Regardless, in the act and in the preparation of this new specialty of hers that she tried to inquire upon, she was deemed unworthy, and that which was supposed to aid in her strengthening was instead used as a catalyst for her downfall, making her the person she is today. You see, there's one particular school of magic that she is quite woefully receptive of. And that magic, that particular specialty, belongs to another archmage. You see, Vestris, at one point, in order to better a situation, thought herself powerful enough to slip under the radar and acquire lichdom without the second Empress's blessing. And upon drinking that vile potion, she was then rendered, sundered beneath her own hubris, and thus forced herself to draw upon the blood of the Titan consistently and frequently throughout the day. And the last I heard of her found her demise against two apprentices that studied in the same art. To the best of my knowledge, her downfall was brought by the same archmage. If you were to recreate said alchemical potion, I believe that not only would it affect her physiology, psychologically.
So recreating that potion of lichdom would
Well,
be more detrimental than using poison.
yes. Getting your hands on it, that's another thing. I can only think of one place to find such a vile, heinous liquid, readily made.
Where would that be?
Well, that would be to the west, in a dark city known as Tirisfal.
Hmm.
But I do believe if you were to take that path, that would be a most condemning plan for her.
Is she still? Do you believe she's still after the same goals we talked about before, or is she more on a evil path now?
I do not know. I've distanced myself greatly from her, but if it is anything from that meeting, I do believe she is headhunting for the first, trying to claim that special gift for themselves.
The one of being able to create her own magic, yes.
Something like that. Whether that be the exact purpose, I do not know. But I wouldn't put it past her or her pride. Being able to create one's own magic delves into an area of vainglory not seen since the first was anointed.
Hmm. If we were to venture out to Tirisfal, what should we expect?
An odd sense of showmanship, camaraderie, various Baroque attire, and death around every corner.
Chances of us making it out?
You play your cards right fairly high. People willingly
Okay.
choose to leave, and people willingly choose to stay. But you will be offered things that would give you plenty of reasons to stay.
Now, I don't expect assistance, but if we were to get a hold of this potion, would you be interested in joining us? If not, I do understand due to the...
I would be willing to lend my aid.
Hmm.
As best I can, but
Yes, I understand the stakes of which would be... of what stakes would be in place if you were to join.
indeed. Simply cannot risk it, as there are many functions that I am in control of for other people that would cease to be if I succumb to my own downfall.
Hmm.
And I cannot risk that.
Yes. And I would not ask you to unless you want to. But thank you
Understood.
for the information. As always, it is a pleasure to see you again.
And the pleasure is mine. She gives you a bow as you head for the door. As for Sock and Brat, you guys head to the library looking for various vile poisons, looking up the gnarliest, nastiest concoctions you could find. Wait, that's what you're looking up, right?
Yeah, I
You
mean
guys are looking up
specifically
poison.
like venom and
Right.
and things that congeal or affect blood or destroy blood.
Okay.
Honestly.
You do find the peculiar poison of the purple worm to be not easily obtainable, but simple enough. And with that, you head to the potion shop where they have a small tincture of it, no more than a few drops.
As they're walking there, Sock turns to Little Brat. He's like, you know, I'm pretty sure I was swallowed by a purple worm once.
His jaw falls open.
It probably would have been smart of me to gather some of that, but honestly, actually, I don't know where purple worms keep their poison, but you know, food for thought. As they enter into the shop.
You enter the potion shop, and they do show you purple worm poison. He said it's only enough for one use, and because of its extraneous task of gaining it, it would cost 2,000 gold.
How does one get this poison? How do you get it? I mean, I know it's in a purple worm, but I don't know.
Well, one, you have to either kill or incapacitate a purple worm, and then you have to carefully extract it. And then you have to kind of centrifuge out all the various residue and separate it from its various mucus and acid as the poison lays within its throat. And then after that, and a bit of refinement and synthesizing, you have this.
And what does it do?
Well, you simply cause an injury to the creature of choice you wish to bring down, do any slashing or piercing of the flesh, and then it will deal a large sum of poisonous venom. It clots the blood, and if not treated, loss of limb is very possible. Out of game, it would do on average 42 poison damage.
One more question. Does it have a shelf life?
No, not unless you boil it.
Does it evaporate? You know, like if I dipped my weapon in this,
No,
how long would
no,
I have it on there?
It is thick and viscous.
Thick and viscous. Sock,
Yes,
may I speak to you in this corner over here?
sure.
I can make this potion.
Really?
Rudimentary subject.
So wait, if I got you some, you can make this.
Yes, yes. I am a Witherbloom initiate. Potions. Plants. My specialty. And he winks at you.
Interesting.
The shop salesman. Pulling your leg. Yes.
This is very good to hear.
Yes. But I must say, oxygen might be an answer.
How do you mean?
Little brats. Unfamiliar with... and you see him think. Vestris. But if if blood mage transmutation looking to clot stop oxygen, yes?
Huh. You mean like a scab?
And he nods excitedly.
Huh. I wonder if there's like maybe some kind of gas, you know?
I know spells. Little brat. And he taps his head, and then his hat filled with knowledge. Yes.
Well, all right. Well, I suppose I shan't spend my money here. If we have some alternatives to look at, I think I'm fairly confident I can bring down a purple worm.
What concerns the professor, well, Professor Brat, is... and he looks down at you, and he reaches out his little feathered hands to take, like in a gesture to take socks. He grabs your hand, and he looks like he's reading your palm, and he touches it. The creature within you. Dangerous. We must solve.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Let's talk somewhere more private. Thank you. We'll get back to you. He says to the potion guy, and they leave. It has crossed my mind that Vestris might try to take control of the wolf. You know, I mean, I don't know exactly what happens in that state. I've only really been in control like once or twice, but that creature it has an insatiable bloodlust, and I feel like that is something that would not be great to bring around someone who can control blood. I've been reading a book about trying to figure out how to control it, but well, he gestures to himself. My attempts to cure myself have well, not really worked out so great. At this point, it's kind of more of a management kind of situation. So, if you have any ideas or any knowledge to get rid of werewolves, that would be great.
Brat is gonna proceed to ask you everything. What do you know of your condition? How long have you been like this? When did this start happening? You have control? And just like every single thing he wants to know.
Sock answers to the best of his ability. A lot of it is I don't really know. I've been like this for a while. It's about... How long has he been a werewolf?
Sock has been a werewolf.
Like 5 years?
5 years, yeah.
I was bit in the military. Survived somehow. It was terrible. I thought I died, and then I woke up. It was not good. Doesn't like silver. I find it extremely offensive. As far as I know, it kind of explodes out of me, and then I come out of it. So my theory is that it's a separate being. I mean, I don't feel evil, you know, like I feel fine, and I don't feel like I have something inside me at all unless I encounter a large amount of like blood or viscera or something like that. I mean, it's gotten better. It used to be really bad. I used to be very sensitive to it, but you know, I feel like now it's not quite as, I don't know, intense. And from what the others have told me, Richard does seem to have some kind of magical ability, which is pretty terrifying. And I think I'm also, I have encountered a few other werewolves and they don't look the same as me. So I don't know what exactly determines what they look like, but I have not seen one that looks quite like me. Or like the descriptions.
May I try something?
Sure.
He starts walking around you. Hypothesis. Testing. And he casts Greater Restoration on you.
Or
As you kind of pour forth magic out, cast it, imbue it into Sock. Sock, you feel a change overcome you. A shifting of hairs on your body, a twisting of your innards, and then a fart. As nothing seems to change.
did you just make me fart?
Yes, it seems so. Oh.
Was that the what?
Back to the drawing board. More tests.
Well, shall we go back to the others?
He's nodding.
Okay.
Right. Come on.
And then Taru and Isaiah, you two were going.
I am going to the
To the Adventurers Hall.
I think
Okay.
Isaiah is actually going to the Druids to see about snake venom.
Correct. She was going to go to the druids and start gathering up this venom that they're asking for.
Okay. We'll start with Isaiah at the Druid Grove. Upon arrival, you find various Wayfarer wanderers kind of tending to various animals and kind of doing little charcoal etchings and leaf prints. You can tell they're Wayfarer wanderers due to their symbol or insignia that they have carved out of wood, either draped as an amulet, a necklace, a belt piece, somewhere on their person. There is this identifiable sigil, but eventually you kind of make your way around, and after asking a few people of various snake venoms, I would say you were able to get two vials worth of blood coagulating snake venom. Before eventually a gentleman druid steps up and says, "Ah, are you gathering something for an experiment?"
Of a sort. I just need a bunch of snake venom. You know, I'm not very good at this whole lying deal. So the reason is sort of a private one. But for this reason, I require just loads of snake venom.
Ah.
And so I
Well.
was hoping maybe we druids could come together and either summon or become some beasts and produce some various venoms.
Well, I won't pry. We all have our own personal reasons, and he hands you a third vial of snake venom. He says, "I saw and I watched what you were doing. I merely ask you to be careful. It is one thing to wield a blade to kill, but it's another to wield a blade to protect." And he hands you a small vial of anti-venom. So just in case.
Ooh. Yes, this will come most in handy.
The older gentleman puts a hand on your shoulder and kind of gives you that good, like, firm nod, like, you do what you gotta do.
Ooh. Hell yeah. Well, thank you, sir. And what was your name?
No. I'm as soft as the trees, but firm in the forest. I am Bartholomew,
Bartholomew Softtree.
if you like. But Bartholomew is fine.
Sir Bartholomew?
No.
Is there a title to your name?
No.
Bart?
No.
Bartholomew. I thank you for your kindness.
And he nods to you before putting his hands clasped behind his back and kind of saunters off.
Cool. Yeah, 3 whole vials of snacky snake venom sounds good for a little trip to the grove.
As
I think
you're
she's pretty satisfied with that.
as you are headed out, a large elk kind of steps into your path. The brown fur of verdant green, as if consistent brushing against grass, moss, and greens cause it to have that hue. Its antlers wreathed in various vines, each budding different colors of berries, and its eyes are banded as if a blindfold has been clasped around it of various hemp and woven fibers. But its body posture aligns as if it turns to look at you.
Hello?
There's a long moment before, as if to point, turns and kind of matching your kind of gaze, make sure that you are looking to the south.
Is there any chance you understand me?
It turns back to you, and after a long pause, it realigns itself and begins walking across your path again.
Is this
as if
like a
preparing into the
choice?
grove.
Oh, goodness. Um,
This is the same elk that you saw the arch-druid Nessa kind of using as a couch.
yeah. I guess she'll head south, kind of apprehensively, because she does want to get back to her friends.
Okay.
Apprehensively beginning to travel south.
As you travel south, you eventually come across the various kind of scorch marks left from that fiery golem as they kind of lead in a zigzagging pattern. But across your path, you see fallen trees, some scorched into charcoal. But more mysteriously, as you would have, had you strayed off of the path to return back through the southern gate, you would have found them, but being more coerced to see it, you eventually come across a kind of burnt tuft of like fur. Various
Nope.
furs that are burnt. And I've seen this kind of fur before. It's clear to be wolf fur. Werewolf fur. It seems that whatever the other werewolf and that creature have been up to that following or that previous night had raged almost all the way back to the city.
Jeez. But just the furs? There's no like blood or tracks or anything?
No, everything else is scorched black in these various spots.
Is anyone around? If she looks around, is like Nessa here or something? Or is she just in this sort of
You're just kind of in
burnt
this
scorch?
sort of burnt area alone.
Alright. Well, I think maybe she will take some of the fur and place it inside of some, container that she has or something and start making her way back to town.
For Taru, as you arrive to the Adventurers Hall, you find there are various adventurers moving around, various people moving to and fro, but a higher level of guard over into the city-state hallway. As you approach, they kind of bar your path and said, only business officials, as well as business owners, at the appropriate time may enter. As of now, we are not accepting any visitors.
That's me going to try to see if Varna's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but that's fine. I just wanted to check and see if she's the mayor, right?
He is the mayor-esque figure.
I just wanted to check to see if Varna was okay after what happened. But just asking someone connected would
Yes,
sway my worries.
she is doing well. And in good show, as fortunately she is quite busy kind of putting things together for this new reformation of our city's government.
Speaking of which, is there any information that we got like a really vague flyer in the mail, but there was like no specifics on that. Just kind of curious as to what is actually going on.
Well, I'm not sure how versed in politics you are.
Really well.
Good. You more so than I. All I'm being told is we are moving from a state of slight anarchism to a technocracy.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And he kind of shrugs and says, it's good that you understand, for I do not. I merely know to parrot those words and stop people from walking past.
Big businesses that have more the developmental side to them are going to make more decisions, and it's going to be structured around business and technology rather than our kind of free-for-all system that we got here.
He kind of does that. One eye blinks before the others, and he says, "Move along."
Okay, all right. Well, thank you for letting me know. And then I'll go to the front desk to speak with Mezel.
Mezel furiously stamping pages. Hello.
Hi, I just wanted to ask about the posting that I made, if there was any response to it.
The posting
Yeah.
name and post.
Atari Hio, the post was about getting people to help with the situation in the Oni Isles, Brokodana.
Yes. She goes over various carbon copies, little yellow pages, and she pulls one out of a file. She says, yes. 2 people signed up, but they are on another quest.
That's
You
fine.
didn't necessarily put a date, but they said they would join in your cause.
You know what? To make things easier, it would just be like if I could have them put like whatever contact information, so I could just be like send messages to be like, hey, whenever you're ready, we're going to start, because it's kind of just more gathering forces to do a thing rather than a specific date needed.
Kind of like squints her eyes and nods, like she kind of knows what you're saying. Like, oh, okay. Well, I guess well, let me see right here.
I'm sorry if you're like super busy. You seem swamped. I just wanted to check up on it.
Okay, well, the first person is Jernart Hamato.
Okay.
As well as the second one, it says, I'm not sure of this handwriting, but it looks like a Robert A. Jameson.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right. Well, I'll keep those names on my short list, and I'm pretty good at finding information. I'll probably be able to find them.
Okay.
All right. But thank you, and good luck with the rest of your day.
Thank you, darling. I'll try my best. As she continues to furiously stamp.
Want me to bring you like a coffee or something?
No, I don't think I could bear any more.
Ah, right. Well, good luck, and Atara will.
She goes back to stamping so furiously that for a brief second, in the peripherals of your eye, you almost see an after image. Well, after everyone,
I'm going by A-Test Manor. I don't know if you...
as you head over to A-Test Manor, you knock upon the door. And no answer. The halls are dark, and you linger there for a bit, to no avail. All that you can surmise is that Revier was the one to have most luck with entry.
grabs a note out of his bag and just... Is there like a... I'm assuming they have a mailbox outside, but is there one of those like mail slots on the doors?
I'd say you could slip it under the crack.
Yeah, he'll just write a note just saying, it's Holdador, just swinging by to just see how you're doing. See if you're healing well. If you're okay with talking, just let me know. We'll be at Sugma Kappa.
Okay.
And then he'll just head back with no luck.
Then after a good portion of the day, you all finally arrive to House Sugma Kappa.
Any luck from any of y'all? I found some interesting information.
I gathered
So
a
did
lot
we.
of venom and a little bit of anti-venom.
Ooh. Well, little brat and I found out that purple worm poison is particularly nasty for blood, and we did find some at one of the potion shops, but it was like 2,000 gold pieces. And
For
then
one
little brat
vial.
for one use,
Ooh.
yeah. And then I was like, well, I remember that one time that I, got swallowed by a purple worm. Maybe we could get some ourselves. And then little brat here apparently is an expert in potions, and said that they could make some possibly. So untapped potential here with our little friend. Isn't little brat bigger than than Sock?
Like slightly.
The hat just makes him look taller.
How about you, Izzy? You said you found some. Did you start collecting?
Yes, I was able to acquire 3 vials of snake venom. Sort of, various snakes. We didn't really bother labeling them,
Hmm.
since there was sort of a mix in each one. So 3 vials of assorted snake venoms and 1 vial of an anti-venom.
Okay.
Not bad.
Nataru?
Okay, so a lot of shit happening in the Adventures Hall. Barner is okay. She's
Good.
currently extraordinarily busy with the new changes. Apparently, we're transitioning from our current state of like light anarchy to a technocracy. Whatever. Rich
What is
technology
that?
companies are going to be running things.
Ah. Yep.
I knew it.
Well.
Which, I mean, like, doesn't sound great, but like at the same time, what do we have to do with it other than living here? But
Exactly. Well.
we can't really do much about it, and yeah.
Do we even pay taxes?
Y'all
I don't
don't.
think. Oh,
What are
Shush,
taxes?
Shush, shush. Well. The venom for Vestris might not be as useful as we believed. So the idea we had when I talked to Tippides was actually a good one. We were on the right track. Now, if thinking about it, using venom on somebody who can control, or any sort of poison in general, venom, poison, any of that, using it on someone who can control blood isn't really the smartest since they can control their own, yes? But it could be useful at the same time, especially some of the ones you were looking for in particular, Sock. The ones that could, you were saying, clock it? What was the term you were using?
Like congeal?
Congeal it? Yes. Well, some things I've learned. I don't know if I've shared, pretty sure I have shared the history of what I've learned of Vestris, yes? About why she originally wanted to become the #1 seat.
Wasn't it because she like wanted to cure sickness or something like that?
Yes. Well, more light was shed onto that. During the pursuit of wanting to cure be able to become number one. She sought after something not known by. I didn't get the actual name, but it was pretty much a potion for lichdom. Upon her taking it, it seemed to have hindered her tremendously, to the point to where she had to consume a lot of Titan's blood to barely even stay alive. And the reason so is because she went behind one of the archmages, the Lich, the one of necromancy, without getting her permission to become a Lich. There is a possibility we can find one of these potions. It's not that far. It's the town. It's the city of Tirisfal. On the other side of the, I forget. We don't call them lakes. We call them oceans. Yeah.
Crystal Sea.
Crystal Sea. Yeah.
Have we
Isn't that,
been there?
isn't that the place where Riff went?
We went there in the original campaign.
Yeah.
That is where A-Test is from.
Yep.
We know
That's
that.
how we know of it as well.
Didn't like Rev go there before doing the whole?
Rev went behind there.
Well, there's a chance of one of these potions being there.
I mean, that sounds like as good a plan as any.
Would we have to get permission to use it? If Vestris tried to and failed, would it also backfire on us? As
We
well?
wouldn't be
We're not
taking
using
it.
ourselves.
We would be using it against her.
Basically, using it as a poison.
Yes, and due to the fact of she does not have permission to become a lich, it would hinder her the same way, making her weak. And
Bingo bongo.
So if
But
that
it would
weakens
also-
her, then maybe we could use the
count that
the
was-
venom, to finish her off.
Yes.
Also, I forgot to mention, little Brad brought up an interesting idea of possibly using oxygen as a way to alter the state of the blood, because it scabs up. So that is also
But like
Again,
that's
like I s-
constantly in the air all around us. Are you gonna try to like separate the oxygen and just like how is the question?
I don't know. Maybe we can find a way to put a large amount of pure oxygen into a possibly pressurized canister somehow. I don't know.
I was going to suffocate her
That could work as well. So
Fair enough.
using
in a vacuum.
so using the combinations of this potion and putting her in a vacuum, that could work.
But how would we do that? Like these ideas are fine, but like how would we mechanically do this? Like
Magic,
'Cause-
my dear student. Magic is the answer.
I guess I'm too stuck in thinking in artifice terms. I'm not advanced enough in magic to really think about it in that terms. But yeah, that's a good point.
You will
Fair
learn.
warning.
You will learn.
Fair warning. If we do go to Tirisfal,
That sounds like a good place to start.
it's not the best place. It is a dark place. The odds of us getting out are very high, but there will be a lot of temptations that want to keep us there. Those were words of advice from Tippides. She has also stated that if we do get a hold of this, she will lend us aid, depending on how she is feeling towards it at the time, and if we have the plan fully fleshed out. She has a lot to lose by joining us in this fight, and I would not push her to do that, personally.
Honestly, I don't. This would be the fifth time that we've walked into a supposed extremely dangerous situation and come
Fair.
out. I think we'll probably be fine.
I don't expect
long
to get
as
in
we're
a
not-
fight.
Yes, I mean, as long as we stay on track, which, for us, we do
Mhm.
get a bit distracted, but
Just in case, I feel like we should go to the ranch and stock up on some coin, just in case this ends up being quite expensive.
Yes.
I don't mean to be a thorn in this plan. It just seemed like we had a stronger sense of urgency this morning. Do we have the time necessarily to travel to Tirisfal and slay a purple worm? And I mean, because Rev is there, isn't he?
Yes, I think we can nix the purple worm idea. That's. It doesn't
From
sound
what
like that's
I-
going to have too much of an
From what
effect.
I understood, in the nicest way of what Tippities was saying, venom and poison will not do much to her. This potion seems to have the most effect on her than any venom or poison would, since she does control blood after all.
I feel like the venom would be a good distraction. I mean, if she can
Yes.
control blood,
Hmm.
you know, and she is having to actively focus on controlling things that are changing due to, like controlling water versus trying to control water that is trying to be turned into steam, like if we are actively trying to alter the state of the things that she is controlling, then we can, hit
Not
her with that
saying-
vial or whatever.
Maybe
Well, yes,
even
I'm not saying
including
it wouldn't be.
ourselves. Not that it's a good thing to be poisoned, but if she did manage to take control of one of us, maybe the venom would be a good deterrent.
Yes.
This is
and
also
I'm-
true.
And I
I
do
never
have
said
the
it-
anti-venom.
Never said it wouldn't be a bad idea to stock up on venom. It's useful. But the end solution, I don't believe it would be the end solution to take her.
Right. I was just under the impression from this morning's conversation that we wanted to leave, say, within the day, not within the week.
Yes. I was planning on trying to leave soon. But we do need an end solution for her.
This is true.
Right now, currently, we do not have a way to take her out. This is our best lead on what could get her to a state to where we can kill her.
Well, I mean, we don't know that much about her. I mean, what if we are assuming that she, what if we're just assuming that she's so much more powerful than we give her credit for? Like, what if she's actually, she can control blood magic, but maybe there's a limit to her control, or else I feel like she would have taken over the whole world at this point. There obviously are limits to her magic.
No,
That
no.
is
Right.
The most powerful mage of all time is Professor Caldwell. He said so himself. Yes, yes. Nobody
So-
can beat Caldwell.
She has
So this
weaknesses. We just need to exploit them.
right. So this Tirisfal situation, are we able to use the teleportation to get there and back? Because if so, this could be an afternoon
we-
trip.
Yes.
No more complicated than buying a new handbag.
Little
Then
brat
you,
knows
uh,
teleportation.
You would remember that there is a teleportation portal, but it is one way.
Yeah, I would remember
Tirisfal?
that as a player, but Isaiah wouldn't remember that because it was Rev's discovery.
Okay, cool.
Ah.
Just making sure.
Yeah,
So,
I don't
So
remember where
wait.
the nearest town was or how far that travel was, though.
Hmm.
To get back to Titan's Fall.
Legitimately, I think Titan's Fault is the closest because we have a direct water route.
yep. But it still takes
the,
about.
the other one would be Cat Campus, but that's you have to walk. Because Cat
And that
Campus
would-
does not like the water.
Just water would be what, a month?
Well, actually, I guess Calphus technically would be the closest, but. I think
Cross on
Titan's Fault has a harbor like here, though.
Yeah. But cross on water would be a month.
It would be like 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months.
Let's just take the one-way teleporter.
And
But like Will Brand mentioned,
they have
might be
teleportation,
able
yep.
to teleport.
so, little brat, how does your teleportation work?
Professor Caldwell taught me powerful magics. Yes, yes. I I can go to his study in Razor Keep. And currently, Vas Lechlin. But
So,
if I know this sigil, I know it. Yes, yes.
so it's the circle.
Yes, yes.
Ah. Then there is, if I remember, there is a circle here in Titan's Fall. If you remember that sigil, you could get us back.
Yes, yes.
Now it just takes going to the Adventurers Guild, then, yes?
Sounds like it.
So let's gather our resources and prepare. I did find some of Rev's belongings down in the basement yesterday, and he left most, if not, I can assume all of his money. Probably thinking he wouldn't need it on this mission he's prepared himself for.
How much did he have to see if we need to run to the ranch or not?
He had 70 platinum pieces and about 1,000 gold.
So 1,700 gold, yes.
We're gonna need to make a trip to the ranch anyway to get some money.
17 platinum pieces or 70 platinum pieces?
70 platinum pieces.
That'd be 1,000. That'd be 7,000 gold.
Yeah,
Oh,
so about
7,000?
8,100 gold. Yeah.
I do buy platinum to be 100 gold.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Since-
So she's
yeah, we
got
can buy
about
hundreds.
8,100 gold on her.
That should be enough for any sort of item that we need to buy.
Well, one can only hope.
Yes, yes. Atara, do you still wish to make a run back to the ranch?
No, not if we have the money for it.
I have
Uh,
like 2,784 gold.
Then I'd say we just get our stuff together and head out. The sooner we can get this potion, the faster we can get up there and assist Rev, yes?
Absolutely.
Wait, sorry. What was the plan?
If we're in
And-
agreement, we take the one-way portal to Tirisfall. See if we can get a hold of this potion that Tippity's told me about.
Should we try to teleport some horses with us?
It's a city, isn't it? Will we need horses for that?
I mean, to go back.
I thought we were gonna have little brat.
Little
walk
brat.
back.
Oh, sock.
Magic's sorry. Little brat. Many knowledge. Many taps his head.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
We
they
just
make
need a
us
little.
fly.
No. Little brat. Teleport.
Oh,
Yes, powerful.
well, perfect.
So are we in agreement? To make sure we're all on board.
Little brat must study. Yes, must read.
Hmm.
Then we go. Yes. Yes.
It gives us time to get our stuff together then, yes? How long do you need?
1 minute.
Sounds
Lots of
good.
studying.
I would say, is it just is just Brat going to the teleportation circle?
Yeah, the Titan's one.
I think Izzy would accompany him. She shouldn't really have anything else that she needs to gather to get ready.
Okay. Is anyone else going anywhere else?
No, Hold would follow them because he has his stuff all put together.
I think we should all go.
Just in case. Actually, he'll swing by the potion shop and get some potions. Like some healing potions.
Okay.
What are the prices on those?
25 for a lesser, 50 for a greater, and then what was it? Superior is 200 gold.
I will do. What was the medium ones called? Sorry.
Graders.
Yeah, I'll just do 3. I'll do 4 graders.
Okay.
So 200.
Noted.
And then he would go up to the Adventurers Guild.
And with that, you guys follow Brat to the large teleportation circle where groups of people are consistently popping in, never going out, because all these side branching platforms are the outward, but there's only one inward arriving to Titan's Fall, and it's this large circular platform that's about 50 foot in radius, with stairs leading in all directions up, as it's sort of in a pit to allow for the absolute maximum room in case someone's really tall, despite you guys being in the center of a football stadium. The sigil is very easily seen, and you watch as Lil Brat kind of scans it with his eyes. You can see the reflection of the sigil in Lil Brat's eyes, and with relative ease. Gives a quick nod, and Little Brat, you now know Titan Falls teleportation sigil.
It's going on the list.
Some real Stargate shit.
I was just
Love it.
watching Stargate.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's so good.
Have you seen all of it?
No.
It's so good.
It
I saw all of SG-1 in Atlantis, but I never watched Universe.
It is 4 o'clock, our almost stopping time. Do we want to call it here or continue on?
I say we go through.
We go through.
We
end
do.
up.
And then we'll start.
Yeah, we could
when-
hang out till like 4:30 or so.
Okay.
We go through Portal to Tirisfal.
Okay. As you approach the transportation, as you go to the transportation desk, they kind of look at you and say, "Oh, where would you like to go?"
To Tirisfal.
Oh, well, I'm going to tell you that is just a one-way trip, and we will not support the trip back. You will have to find your own means, but because of that, it is discounted and priced.
That's fine.
That is perfectly okay.
Okay, and
How
and
much?
how many tickets are you looking?
1, 2, 3, 5.
It will be 1,500 gold then.
Here. Buck pays the 1,500.
All of it?
Why not? What else am I going to
you
spend
want
my
me
money on?
Well, do you want me to reimburse you for my part, for my ticket?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
As you step onto the platform, a few of the sigils turn red. As it goes from a blue sigil instead to like a deepen hue red, almost purple. Some of the sigils flickering with black smoke, kind of hissing and little steam going off as you step on it. A gate is closed as pulled from the recess of the wall and kind of locked and chained together and been like, all right. Stand on the platform. We'll finish the sequence.
Brett is up there.
I do that.
Pick it on.
As you step onwards, you find yourselves kind of static, building on the hairs of your head, the pulsation of magic, a tinge of kind of this empty, hollow feeling in your gut as the world twists and elongates tall into a ceiling. It feels as if you are falling on a very fast elevator, but your feet are glued to the ground before the weight returns back. And you find yourselves standing and staring at a large Gothic castle. You stand on the edge of a dock. Crashing black waves smash against the pier. As you stand on the outcrop, heavy rain beats down. There are no lights. There are no signs of life. No smoke billowing. Just darkness. As the lightning cracks, it lights up the hideous thorny spires of multiple like arched buttresses, pointed spires, and stained glass windows. A single lamp starts to fade from nothing into view. The pouring rain beating down, you can hear the clank of heavy armor. The lantern with its pale yellow glow, fighting against the windy storm as steps forward a large guard. Stops. His cloak billowing in the heavy storm wind and says, "Welcome to Tirisfal, under the control of the Airzog." And he gives a deep bow as lightning cracks and thunder rolls across, drowning out all other sounds. And that is where we'll end our session.
It's
Hell yeah.
opium time, baby!
Hell
More
yeah.
so,
Slay.
so
More
many
stuff.
memories came back from just that
I can't-
introduction.
I really hope there are new paintings.
Oh yeah. I'm so excited.
That was
No.
intense.
More
Oh,
opium!
this place is great. I'm so excited.
What do you mean by great?
All right,
You'll
guys.
have to find
wait,
out.
Yeah. Let's
No.
let's say goodbye to our future selves.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.